If you're new here, this is one of our Monday mini episodes, short, data-focused recaps of the most recent public Texas Longhorn consignment sale. Our regular, full-length episodes dive into ranch stories, breeding insights, and interviews, so be sure to explore those as well.
If you're wanting to learn more about pricing and trends in the Texas Longhorn market, you'll want to tune in to today's episode. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Molly, and we're the owners of Hired Hand Software and Hired Hand Live.
Each Monday, we break down the numbers from the past weekend sale, online and in-person averages, high sellers, bidding trends, and what the data tells us about the current Longhorn market.
Let's take a quick look at what happened this weekend.
In today's Monday Mini, we're recapping the 2026 Midwest Texas Longhorn Association sale, which took place on June 13th in Marysville, Kansas. We'll be breaking down the most viewed animals, top sellers both online and in person, and overall activity on Hired Hand Live.
Before we dive in, just another reminder that From the Pasture has new dedicated social accounts on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, separate from our Hired Hand Live and Hired Hand websites pages, so be sure to follow along there so you don't miss anything we're covering.
One of our favorite parts of every sale recap is hearing from you, the buyers, sellers, and Longhorn fans who make these weekends special. Whether you are in Kansas or following along on Hired Hand Live, your messages always deliver. If you'd like to have your sale feedback shared on our future recap, you can join our text list by texting website to 888-700-8131 and replying to our post-sale prompts. Let's share a few of our favorite moments from the Midwest sale.
One text that we received said that their favorite memory was when they recognized his dad, Bill Sayre, for the Icon Award for the BNC sale and also the entire Sayre family.
The next one we received said, "We really liked the way the cattle were lined up for the sale. Seeing the families of genetics packages was impressive. Wish they had spent more time in lot previews. Lot number 3 and lot 22A were favorites. Good event. Appreciated Randy Salone for his purchase of lot 41B DSF Pearls text."
And the final text that we received said, "Congrats to Joe Sedlacek on the Icon Award. Congrats to Russell Freeman on buying a great pair."
Now that we've shared your highlights, let's turn to the numbers. The Midwest sale delivered strong engagement both online and in the ring. And the data tells the story from the sale averages to total views and activity on Hired Hand Live.
There were 64 lots sold in this sale. The unofficial total was $296,700, while the unofficial average was $4,636. The internet-only average was $5,100.
As the 11th sale of 2026 in our Hired Hand Live Trends and Averages series, the year-to-date average now sits at $11,209 with an internet-only average of $7,604.
There were just over 14,000 total views of consignments online with 55 registered internet bidders.
The most viewed lot after the sale was lot 50, WSR Shiloh, consigned by SA Longhorns. She ended with just over 600 hits, and she was also the most viewed animal before the sale with just over 500 views.
Now that we've covered some of those stats, let's spotlight the top 5 in-person sales from the Midwest Association sale. These consignments drew serious attention and left Kansas with excited new owners.
The 5th high-selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot 33, Jess Trumptia, consigned by J2 Ranch. She sold for $5,750 to Jeremy Crook.
The 4th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was number 34, HR Casanovas Chick, consigned by TS Adcock Longhorns, selling for $6,250 to Nelson Dinsmore.
The 3rd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot 57, Dragon Van Horn, consigned by the Freeman Ranch. She sold for $6,500 to Mark Gilliland.
The 2nd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was CV Rebel Sunset, lot number 1. She was consigned by Cedarview Ranch, and she sold for $8,500 to Cinch Smith.
And the number 1 highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was lot 52, RJF Jubilation, consigned by Red Rock Farms, and she sold for $18,000 to Todd McKnight.
Now that we've covered the in-person highlights, let's shift to online bidding. We'd like to thank the hosts of the Midwest Texas Longhorn Association sale for trusting us at Hired Hand Live to connect buyers from across the country. Here are the top 5 animals sold through internet bidding.
The fifth highest selling lot to an online buyer was lot 22A, CV Brownie Delight, consigned by Red Rock Ranch. She sold for $6,250 to Jose Cardoso.
The fourth highest selling lot over Hired Hand Live was lot number 15B, Jungle Poker CDC, consigned by Circle Double C Ranch and 11R Partnership, and she sold for $6,500 to Angie Kraft.
The third highest selling lot to an online buyer was lot 47A Indulgence, consigned by the Clark Bolin Partnership. She sold for $8,000 to John Cheplick.
The second highest selling lot on Hired Hand Live was lot number 3, 24LF Kids Secret, consigned by Landy's Farms, selling for $9,500 to Ward Rab.
And the number one high selling lot to an online buyer was lot 56, Saddle Shine, consigned by Circle Double C Ranch, selling for $19,000 to Russell Freeman.
Thank you to all of the internet bidders and buyers.
With the top online sales covered, let's take a closer look at the impact of internet bidding. Hired Hand Live connects buyers and sellers from wherever they are, and the numbers from the Midwest sale show just how strong that reach was.
There was $99,250 value added through internet bidding, with 343 online bids. 20 lots sold online to 14 different online buyers. With this sale taking place in Marysville, Kansas, our furthest internet buyer has a ranch in Brazil, roughly 5,000 miles away from where the sale was held.
If you're following the NLFR this year, we don't have any updates from this past weekend, but be sure to visit the NLFR website for details and upcoming events.
Looking ahead, our next stop for Hired Hand Live is the Oregon Trail Sale. We'll be releasing a pre-sale podcast next Tuesday, June 23rd, featuring the sale hosts and everything you need to know before sale day.
That wraps up our Midwest Association sale recap. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming sales, stats, or stories from the pasture with Hired Hand. Until next time, whether you're hauling down the highway or bidding online, travel safe, enjoy the memories made each sale weekend, and we'll see you at the next one.